This
What's up, family? So today, apparently, they got Lil Durk. They trying to throw Lil Durk under the jail, man. They trying to throw him under the jail. I ain't gonna lie, but let's go ahead and break down the video. 1090 Jake gonna go ahead and break.
is looking crazy. The Lil Durk case has major updates. A federal judge has approved that lyrics will be used against Durk in this case. This right here is huge because everyone was under the assumption lyrics couldn't be used in cases anymore. It's like, freedom of expression, it's art, whatever. Nah, the judge listened to the song and said,
How y'all feel about that though? Like, I ain't think they was gonna be able to use lyrics. You know what I'm saying? But this a message to everybody, man. Go ahead and rap that drill shit, rap that rap shit up. If they use the lyrics, and to me, in my opinion, they use the lyrics in this case against Lil Durk, it's over. Go ahead and rap the whole drill scene up. Rap the whole shit up. Nuke it. Because that shit crazy.
you can use that.
It's over.
That's the first thing. The second,
over with.
30-something witnesses. Let me just check. I have the exact number. What is it? 35 witnesses.
35. 35
against Lil Durk at trial. Mind you, the trial
crazy as hell
is next week, and it's expected to last 2 to 3 weeks. They have 35 people going to testify.
Oh my
against
fucking
them.
god!
Now, those two things sound bad.
Just imagine having 35 people willing to snitch. I don't know if they over exaggerating. You know what I'm saying? But if they got 35 people, that's
decent.
It's over.
They weren't fully able to get into his phone and get everything out of it, but they did get some screenshots, and it's alleged that they are going to be allowed to use whatever they found. Now, according to my mixtapes, the judge in Lil Durk's murder for hire case has ruled that the lyrics to "Pissed Me Off" may be used as evidence, and the music video could be played at trial. But shout out to my boy Trap Lord Ross for the breakdown. He's actually been going. Let me tell you this.
Yeah, he's been going crazy.
Ross has been going to the court hearings in person and seeing all of this play out.
The judge is going to allow a lot of, not all, but a lot of lyrics that Durk has kind of put out there in his music to be used against him.
Yeah.
Specifically, the judge ruled that the song "Pissed Me Off" and the music video could be used. The judge even said, "I've watched the video, I've listened to the lyrics, and basically the word slide for Von came up several times." They said, look, the song was basically a call.
The judge is listening to the songs and everything, which I already expected him to do anyway. But the fact that he came out and said, yeah, I've listened to it, I've heard Slide for Von, and he's allowing them to use that in the case, it might be a rap for Lil Durk. As much as it hurts me to say that, it might be a rap for Lil Durk. Y'all let me know in the comments. If y'all made it this far in the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button because we on the way to 1,000. But it might really be cooked for Lil Durk. I ain't gonna hold you.
Calling to the public, calling to other gang members to slide for Von. They brought up King Von's kids being mentioned in the song, Sun, and True. They did get it correct and say that True was King Von's daughter. I know that was a point of contention for a lot of people, whether that was son or daughter. Didn't really matter at this point.
That's crazy to hear.
This was crazy.
The judge actually sat down and listened to the song and was like, yeah, this sounds like
that's crazy.
Exactly what it is.
That's
a few
crazy.
months ago, I realized I was probably overpaying. You ain't get back for your mans, you in the club like he ain't dead. Nike ski mask for the COVID, the only time you ninjas wear it. Ninjas ran inside my crib, but the Glock 10 was by the bed. I'll give my gun to India before I put it in your hand. Remember, this situation right here.
That's what pissed me off. You niggas pissed me off.
Talking about people running up in his crib was one of the exact reasons they claimed they should be able to access the phone because of the home invasion
which is crazy to me. If somebody, so it's like you get that F ticket on your record, it's over. You don't even got the right to defend yourself. Y'all let me know what y'all think. But in my opinion, it's like once you get an F ticket, you can't defend yourself for nothing. Somebody broke in his crib, he said he shot the gun in the air, and now that give them the right. Like, I understand they try to put him in the bag, but they just did that to All-Star JR, where he was he was chilling. Not to bring up that situation, but he was just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Got hit, pistol on the ground, picks it up, shoots, leave the pistol on the scene. He's still literally facing charges for handling a pistol and he a felon. And he not supposed to be around guns. So it's like, at what point do you, as a felon, does your God-given right to defend yourself just go away? Does that just fly out the window? I don't know, man. Y'all let me know. I don't know.
in India admitted to firing at home invaders, even though Durk is a convicted felon. I lost, bro. I can't be happy till we creep up on the score. I know ninjas act like they with it, but they bitches on the low. Why you ninjas posting sun? Why you ninjas posting true? Why you act like you support us? If you do, hop in that coupe. Grab a gun. If you ain't with it, put up money for a gun. Put up money for a hot car. Put up money for a bond. I don't see you on the regular, but I see you screaming Vaughn. I know that judge was like, ooh. Damn, they finna use this shit against him. Grab a gun if you ain't with it. Put up money for a gun. Put up money for a hot car. I like that song too. That's fucked up. Put up money for a bond. Break that down. Grab a gun.
Break that down. Break it down, 1090.
Right? Grab a gun.
Break it down, Jay.
But if you pussy, put up money for a gun. If you're not gonna use the gun, buy the gun so somebody else can use the gun, right? Yeah. Put up money for a hot car, which I would interpret would be a stolen car. Put up money for a bond, free the shooters. I don't see you on the regular, but I see you screaming Vaughn.
Vaughn.
Boy, no cap. I got killers that I love and they don't rap. Boy, no cap. I got rappers that I love and they gon' splat. If I die, just don't lie. Man, you ninjas better slide. If you can't get the main ninja, then you better get his guy.
Get his guy. That is not good for him.
What?
But when did this song come out?
I'm about to crash out.
Crash out. Hold on, cause he finna get me turned up. When did that song come out though? Because if I'm not mistaken, Piss Me Off, did it come after or before the Lil Pap shooting? Cause if it came before the Lil Pap shooting, these lyrics, you know what I'm saying? But if it was after the Lil Pap shooting, it's over. I ain't gonna say it's over, but that's bad. That's bad news like a motherfucker. I ain't even gonna hold you. I can't even play you. I'm looking at these lyrics, and it was cool. It's crazy as hell at the time. It was cool as hell to play this shit. You know they gonna play this shit in court probably now that I think about it. Oh my fucking God. I know Lil Durk hardened his ass. That's crazy. Oh my God.
Bro, I'm on your live now that he can't laugh. I like this song, right? I know the song. And I mean, if you break it down, it doesn't sound good at all, which is why I think I like it. I got killers that I love and they don't rap, but no cap. I got rappers that I love and they gonna splat. If I die, just don't lie. Man, you ninjas better slide. If you can't get the main one,
then you better get his guy. Exactly. You see how quick he put that together?
That's exactly.
Just said the same shit.
That is exactly why these lyrics are being used. Just continuing on, I pop pills until I pass out. I'm about to crash.
Damn shame.
Bro, I'm on your live now. I know he can't laugh now. My favorite gonna switch. The switch is what Lil Pab got killed with. You know? I don't care about who you with. Nobody can time out. For them slide the next day. This shit cannot die down. Bro, them from a different state. Act like they from the rack now. He got switches. Oh, he got bitches.
He got bitches.
You know that shit be for the gram. I keep my distance.
My distance.
Listen, right?
Hey, Jake tweaking out here.
They're gonna do their best to tie this in. I feel like
they are though.
8%
they
of
are.
This is irrelevant.
But I think, I think they're only gonna be able to use a few lines. I think the main thing they're trying to do, in my opinion, they're honestly just trying to paint him to be a villain. If they could paint you to be a villain to the jury and to the courtroom, and then they bring out key lines and key bars from your song, then yeah, it's gonna look way more incriminating that way, and it will go sour that way, because it's like you rapping about killing people, you rapping, yeah, this ain't necessarily talking about the case, but you did mention Vaughn, you did mention this, you did mention that, and then you're talking about killing, and this is what you do on the regular. So the natural thing to think is you a killer, nigga. That's the natural thing to think. And if they can paint that picture the way they want to, ooh, it's gonna look ugly.
Mentioning
I'm gonna keep it real. It's gonna look ugly.
Lives. Just because somebody got killed with a switch doesn't mean Durk had involvement in it, right?
Right.
Just because he's saying grab a gun if you ain't ready to put up money for
it's
a gun.
It's not about if he had involvement in it. It's about the picture they trying to portray of him. You see what I'm saying? If they can portray that he played with switches, he played with guns, he killed people. This is what he do. This is evidence that he did blah, 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 blah. It's way more easy to believe this evidence. It's way more easy. You know what I'm saying? And so That's what
And
the
I mean, all
prosecutors
of
are trying
these
to do.
things, it's like the prosecutors can try to make him look bad, but it isn't a full-on admission of
Right,
guilt.
right.
You know what
Okay,
I'm saying?
he on it. Yeah, Jake on
It's
it.
definitely sounding like there was intent, but it's
Nah,
not
no
a full-on
bullshit.
admission, if that makes sense. But can it be used to
Yeah.
make him look bad? 100%.
Yeah, it's not
And
an
I
admission
think
of guilt.
that's the line that you walk on when you do this type of music, when you want to speak on real things,
Real shit, man. Wrap that
and you
shit
want to
up.
speak on things that have consequence. And that's the risk behind it. That's why people like it, because the music is so risky. And then when it all comes crumbling down, it's like, damn, bro, you were talking about this and that. And they're like, damn,
that's what
bro,
they
but
wanted.
you were listening to it. I thought this is
Right.
the music y'all wanted. I was making this music because y'all like the music, and the music pays me. But I kept it too real and said too much. And that's the sad reality of drill. Now, 2 more songs that got approved.
That's the price
is
you
Still
pay for that shit.
Trapping and Redman. Now, they're still trapping lyrics. This ain't OG. This is smoking. This that thrax for real. This that shit that have you choking. It got Tuka killed.
That's
Tuka
ridiculous.
has nothing to do with this. People chasing clout and claiming bodies they ain't do for real. And
What
my
does
bitch
any of
got
this
ass
have to do
shots.
with the
I
case?
promise that this strap.
Yeah, I'm convinced they just trying to use this shit, and that's bullshit. Because in my opinion, I didn't read nothing that had to do with the case on that. That's just making me look like a terrible fucking individual. At that point, you could just say, man, I'm just rapping. That's just how, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a fucked up way to rap, but let's keep it real. That's what motherfuckers out here listening to. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers, that's what motherfuckers out here listening to. Motherfuckers. But at the same time, I'm just trying to point, like, maybe, I don't know.
Is real, right? That gets repeated. Blank ain't gonna shoot for real. They ain't gonna shoot for real. Call up Muwap, he grab his Glock and he gonna shoot to kill. Well, we know that's true because Muwap is doing life for killing FBG Duck. I done hit stains for real. Got gang for real.
This is
I'm going to
crazy.
jail and tell. I done sent hits from my cell. Ugh, that's not a good one. That's not a good lyric.
That's not a good lyric. But he said that before he got locked up, though. So, I mean, it's like, you can't say I'm currently doing that right now. I dropped that before I even got locked up. I was just rapping. So a lot of that shit, I don't think they can use a lot of that.
Cartel. Well,
I think this is more so hype
his lawyer
than
could be
evidence.
like, Your Honor, he's never been caught selling drugs, you know? Who got nailed? That boy a trophy. I'm gonna put him on a shelf. I mean, this is drill music, you know? I ain't gonna lie, that little shit major. My hoes carry tasers. When it comes to this little paper, my shit come in pages. When I had to slow down out them drugs, I had to go through phases. Even though we fighting all them cases, keeping guns on stages. I don't know what the fuck they really gonna use out of this.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. I'm
Last
like,
Stocky over gas,
I know the
got
song.
Backdoor. What lyric in this do they feel like has anything to do with this case? The only thing that I can think of where it's like putting a name on it, because it's just the Muwap shit, but that has absolutely not a fuck thing to do with this. That's the Duck case.
I don't know, Jay. And I'm gonna tell you
lyrics.
Redman.
Get a chance to tell you I love
Hey,
you,
man.
I love you now.
I
You
am.
every time you're outside in the
Yeah,
shop.
man, don't get me started.
You never had that feeling in the stomach you gonna die. How you know it from your hood? Shots fired was a homicide. Yeah, this has. Well, they asked me where I'm gonna be in 10 years. Fuck. They asked me where I'm gonna be in 10 years. Shit, I said the feds. They asked me what I'm gonna do about Crump. Shit, he dead.
He dead. Yeah, I said the fed. I ain't gonna lie, man. He did say that shit. Stop. We gotta stop speaking our fate like that, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop that shit, man. We gotta start speaking our fate like that. Like, that shit is crazy as hell. Cause he gonna be in the feds. He dropped this shit probably like 2-3 years before he got locked up, G. And he doing time in the feds. That shit crazy as hell, man.
Come on, Dirk. That's a tough one to argue. They asked me where I'm gonna be in 10 years. Shit, I said
I said the feds.
Now I'm not saying he had nothing to do with Crump. Everybody knows Crump was a shit talker. One of the best from Chicago. And
Hell
he used to
no.
always go at Durk, and he used to make videos. I'm with the one that killed Durk cousin right now.
Them left Newski. They left his ass right here. You feel me? They left his ass up here on folks and them tweaking. Buying some shoes. Y'all see real niggas.
This is a long ass time ago. I remember.
Nigga
This is
me
a
up
long
here.
ass
Folks
time
in
ago.
this bitch on the news. I look like Newski. Hit his ass up right here on Pat. I'm with the nigga that did. He don't want to be on camera though. Hit his ass up right here on Pat. You hit me? They fucked my boy up. Right here, you feel me? Historic events. Y'all know I'm gonna bring y'all around this shit. Historic events. Wish a nigga would play with me, boy. I look like Newski.
Yeah, well, they ended up playing with him. He got shot, killed, and then a picture came out of him on the ground as they were trying to resuscitate him. And I mean, the person that he's saying that he's with that killed Newski was alleged to be 051 Melly. He also got killed in a party. And I think they said he was even there when Crump got killed. I don't know the whole timeline. I'm sure like the Chirac nerds gonna be in the comments correcting me like, oh no, this is what happened first. And the whole time they live in like fucking Alaska or some shit. But dude was super disrespectful. So you know it makes sense that Durk dissed him, but it doesn't mean he had any direct involvement. Now, the government reportedly has 35 witnesses ready to testify against Lil Durk at next week's trial, with 20 of them being key witnesses. A woman named Mel would take to Twitter saying, last bits, government has 35 witnesses. Judge was shocked by this, laughed my ass off. With all exaggeration, he said 35? 20 of them are substantive. Trial expected to last 2 to 3 weeks, Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 4:30. Anonymous jury still not decided, but he's leaning toward attorneys now. Jurors names, defendants do not. Judge expects jury to be seated on Friday, August 21st, and openings to start right after. Each side gets 1 hour. Defense can split the hour up, 20 minutes each defendant, or one attorney does openings for entire defense. Next hearing is August 18th. Now, as soon as this dropped, it was posted to Chirac.
August 18th. This is crazy. 35 fucking witnesses.
You can just see the comment section, you know?
Which is crazy, bro.
It's cooked.
They got Durk falling to the ground.
Isn't it? It's over. You better ask Thug how to be a Mason to beat your case.
Some nigga.
Grease. You know, it's just a lot of people are automatically counting Durk out because there's 35 witnesses, but don't take this as fact. But from what I think I know, when it comes to witnesses that are going to be testifying, it isn't just going to be like, oh yeah, this dude paid me. Durk paid me to go shoot, da 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 da. Now, don't get me wrong. It could be that, but it could also be the police. It could be the investigators. It could be
it could be anybody.
The same cops that went into Durk's house for the home invasion to investigate that. They might be
I didn't think about that.
like that, so they can testify.
I'm gonna tell you right now. They bring. Oh my God. They can bring in anybody
as a means to be like, yeah, this
they
is
can
why
bring in
we should be
anybody.
able to have the phone. It could be a fucking, you know, they're talking about bringing in a gang expert who's gonna break down. Oh, Durk's a BD from Chicago, and the BDs go to war with the GDs, and da 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 da. It could be a lot of shit like that, right? The prosecution is gonna try to make this excessive. They're gonna try to make you look bad in so many ways that they're gonna bring in 35 people to make you look bad. So if the first example doesn't do it, they have 34 more examples. And the reason they do that is because they want to tire out the jury. We're gonna tell you this dude is so bad for hours over a 2 to 3 week period until you're convinced. And
that
he's a have to throw all that shit away and try to swing him in another direction. So
That's true.
35 witnesses.
And that's what I was saying earlier. I was like, even with the lyrics, looking at all this, it doesn't necessarily look like, you know, he's admitting the guilt or they got rock solid evidence on him. They probably got bits and pieces of evidence on him, and they just gonna paint him a horrible picture in court. You know what I'm saying? They gonna paint him a horrible picture. Thank God they ain't even get through the phone. I feel like if they would have got through the phone and got everything from the phone, he really would have been cooked. So there is a glimpse of hope still for Lil Durk, because they only got 4 screenshots. Now, depending on what they got from those screenshots, it's gonna be a whole different conversation. You know what I'm saying? So and we just gotta wait and see. Like, I
He's
ain't gonna
done.
lie.
He's cooked. It's just an attempt by the feds to overkill him. Now, Lil Durk allegedly apparently laughed after prosecutors revealed they only have 4 screenshots from his seized phone because they don't have his password to access the full download. Mel would post to Twitter, let me give additional context. One of the arguments Durk's attorney was making is that because the phone hasn't been properly unlocked, the download they have is very limited. So the government wants to use 4 screenshots
They
from the
can't
phone,
get in
but
it?
because the download is limited, they actually can't see where the screenshots came from. They can't see who sent them, Durk or someone else, when Durk responded to it, if he did, etc. In order to do a full download and get that additional info, Durk would have to give them the password. He chuckled when the government said this, or they need somebody to hack it. Basically, they are currently trying to hack it. So judge left it at government. You keep trying to hack into it, and if you get in there, the defense can have one of their experts review the info as well. For now, this issue will be taken under submission, but the attorney should prepare as if the phone evidence will be admitted. So the feds have less than a week to hack into this iPhone that they've apparently had since the home invasion.
They ain't gonna get in that phone. Nah, they ain't getting in that phone. They didn't have the phone for too damn long, and they can't get into the phone. So the judge is saying whatever you can get within a week's time, you can use it. But if you can't get into that phone, you just can't get into the phone. So I don't think they're gonna be able to get into the phone. They're gonna have to do something crazy to get into that phone.
One, maybe? I mean, if they haven't gotten
It's like
into
5
it
years.
by now. Now, somebody would comment, special iPhone features to maximize security. If Lil Durk used standard high-level iOS security configurations before his phone was taken, he essentially locked the feds out for good. Anyone can use these same native iPhone features to make a device virtually impossible to hack. Alphanumeric passcodes. The biggest mistake people make is using a simple 4-digit or 6-digit PIN. If you change your settings to a custom alphanumeric code using a mix of long letters, numbers, and symbols, it fundamentally breaks forensic hacking tools. A 6-digit code can be cracked in days. A complex 10-character alphanumeric password could take forensic machines hundreds of years to brute force due to Apple's chip-enforced delays. Lockdown.
Wow.
This extreme security mode completely blocks configuration profiles, shuts down wired computer connections when the phone is locked, and strips out complex web technologies that hackers use to inject spyware into a device. Advanced data protection. Turning this on expands Apple's end-to-end encryption to iCloud backups, notes, and photos. Even if the feds try to bypass the physical phone by subpoenaing Apple for cloud storage, Apple physically does not hold the encryption keys anymore. Only the user's trusted device does. Auto erase function. You can toggle a setting that automatically wipes all eternal data from the iPhone permanently after 10 consecutive failed passcode attempts.
Wow.
Damn, who is this?
So if this is true, then it's damn near impossible for the feds to get in his phone. You know, whatever they got, and they can't even confirm where the screenshots came from. So basically what they saying is that the phone is useless. If you got only 4 screenshots from the phone and you can't even determine where those screenshots came from, and if Lil Durk sent those out or they came from somebody else, you can't even determine that. Ultimately, the screenshots ain't no good. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I'm seeing it, because you can't prove that. You know, you need that needs to be proven. Like, no, he sent this out. If you can't prove that, then you don't know where those messages came from. So, moving forward from that, they only got a week to get into this phone. If they don't get in this phone, after I'm sure they've been trying to get in it. They had it for 5 years. I'm pretty sure for the past 2 years they've been trying to get in this phone. If they can't get in this phone within this week, it's over. Lil Durk actually might have a chance. Now, depending on what these 35 eyewitnesses says. That's why I think what they trying to do is make him seem like a horrible person, bring in 35 so-called witnesses, bring in song lyrics, have a little bit of evidence, and they're really trying to make him seem like a bad person. I don't think they have as much evidence as they think they do. And I think that's why Durk laughed. Durk little ass laughed in that motherfucker talking about when they said they couldn't get in the phone, because he already know, like, if y'all can't get in the phone, y'all don't got shit, and the shit y'all do got, y'all can't really use. And I'm pretty sure Durk's team is gonna play that out like that too. They're not dumb. That he has an incredible team. They're gonna play it out better than what I just said. So he definitely got a chance.
Shout out to bruh. Unless he just chat GBT'd all that shit. If that's the case, they might not get the damn thing out of that phone. Now, how big of an impact is that gonna make? I'm not sure. But a win is a win. And if the feds are trying to include something in the case and you're able, or you really don't have to do anything, they're just unable to do it, that's a win.
That's a
now,
win,
how
brother.
do I feel? I think a lot of things are being exaggerated and blown out of proportion.
Yeah,
I don't
no
think
bullshit.
those lyrics are really damaging. I think it's just going to be used to make him look a certain way. I don't think 35 witnesses means he's cooked. I just think they're trying to, again, make him look
look horrible.
a certain way, and they're going to bring
So,
on whoever they can.
So yeah, he's saying the same thing we saying. But all right, fam, y'all let me know in the comments. Until next time, thank you for tuning in to Evan Sales TV.